ever had to make do with what you had? Maybe you've improvised in the kitchen after running out of an important ingredient, or used paper bags and aluminum foil to fashion an impromptu costume for a school play. Though we often make do out of necessity, such improvisation often brings surprisingly successful results. The Gachado Line Camp in Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument is an embodiment of making do. The one-room building was constructed at the turn of the century to house the many multicultural cowboys working the range. But at the time, those living in the remote American Southwest had little access to modern building supplies. Instead, the camp was built entirely from traditional materials harvested nearby. The roof beams were hewn from sturdy cottonwood trees growing on the banks of the Rio Sonoita a half-mile away. Ribs from the saguaro and organ pipe cactus were harvested to provide structural support and decoration. And local clay and sand were used to fashion adobe, providing insulation that kept the house cool in summer and warm in winter. Today, the Gachado Line Camp reminds us of the unique history forged in the rugged American Southwest. But preserving the camp into the future requires facing the new challenge of climate change. Over time, exposure to the elements can cause adobe to melt away. While drought conditions have dominated the region in recent years, a changing climate will also bring an increase in high-intensity storm events. The rapid wetting and drying cycles that accompany summer downpours can quickly erode adobe, causing severe damage or structural failure. In the spirit of the American Southwest, the National Park Service is meeting this challenge by making do. Annual preservation plans for some historic adobe structures are being updated to account for changing climatic conditions. As older plant-based building elements begin to rot, they're being replaced with new experimental species. And preservationists at the Desert Research Learning Center in Tucson are actively using adobe test walls and rain machines to better understand rates of erosion for comparison against historic rainfall. The Gachado Line Camp is a connection to our past, much like family recipes or childhood photos. Preserving our stories sometimes means making do, and with luck, our improvisation can prove surprisingly successful. In the decades ahead, how will you make do to preserve important pieces from your past? Can you picture it?